All right, so we're looking at the astrology for the sign of Cancer. This is the taroscope for the sign of Cancer. This includes Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. We went over just the general energy of the month for everybody, and now we're going to look at it specifically for you, Cancer. So as we start the month, we have the sun in the sign of Gemini, and then, of course, moves into your sign, Cancer, at the summer solstice. So the beginning of June until the 20th, when it moves into Cancer, the sun in that 12th house tends to make us more introspective. We want to kind of hide out. We're not, well, Cancers like to hide out anyway. We also have um, let's see. We also have Jupiter there in Gemini, and the month starts with Mercury in Cancer. So the start of the month for Cancer is tends to be very introspective, um, not necessarily a joiner. There is a sense of kind of wanting to be alone, doing your own thing, getting your feelings set. It is a difficult month in general, energetically, and so we can understand why Cancer wants to kind of stay in its shell. But once we move into the summer season, Cancer comes out, and then we have Jupiter moving into that first house. So it's almost going to be like Cancers are two different people. At the beginning of the month, they're rather hermitish. And then once the sun moves into Cancer, Mercury moves into Cancer, and then Jupiter moves into Cancer and um, conjoins Jupiter at that, what was it, 5 degrees, no, 4 degrees of Cancer. And then we have the new moon at 5 degrees of Cancer. It's as if the Cancer energy comes to life later in the month. We have Mars in Leo, then moving into Virgo. Mars has spent a lot of time in that second house because of the Mars retrograde. Now, of course, Mars is moving direct. It's been moving direct since February, but is still sort of in the same place. Then it moves into the third house. This is the house of mind in Virgo. We have the South Node in Virgo, although the Mars does not get near the South Node in Virgo this month. Um, it's more of a next month kind of thing, but it is Mars in the third house. So there's a lot of thinking going on. Mars in Virgo um, wants to perfect things. So this is a very sort of analytical time for the Cancer. We have a full moon in the sign of Sagittarius. This happens early in the month with the sun still in Gemini. It is activating the axis of health. It's a karmic axis, the sixth house and the 12th house, and it's an axis of service. How can we be of service? Also paying attention to any health issues that come up. With Jupiter now moving into Cancer and Jupiter ruling that house, things that were small can get big quickly. So you definitely want to take care and really pay attention to your health uh, for the whole time, actually, that Jupiter is in Cancer, which is about a year. So um, Cancers generally spend a lot of time taking care of other people, and sometimes they put their own health needs aside. Do not do that this year. Okay. Here's Pluto in your eighth house, going to be there for 19 years, uh, transforming the way that you relate to others in an emotional and also physical way. Here's Saturn up here in the top of the chart. Now we have Saturn joining up with Neptune in the sign of Aries. We have this Venus starting the month in Aries and then moving towards the beginning of the month back into Taurus. Taurus here in your 11th house in Virgo. This is a time to get together with old friends, perhaps. Traditional Taurus, Venus and Taurus tends to be more traditionally oriented, but it also deals with people who have the same values as you do. So you can even have new friends at this time, but you all are going to share the same values, and Uranus is still there in that 11th house. Um, the 11th house is the house of friends, but it's also the house of new goals. And so new goals can come up suddenly. Well, I'm getting a cup of tea or something. Tea, coffee? Coffee. Woohoo! It makes this Cancer's heart sing. Oh, that's goody goody gumdrops. Okay. So that's kind of the deal for Cancer for the month. It is going to be a challenging month because of all the insecurity and oh, it's a month of changes. There's a lot of changes going on. Nothing is set in stone, and that's hard for a Cancer because Cancer likes security. Nothing is set in stone. Everything is just sort of floating around, and as things get thrown up in the air. And now we have to know that there's not a lot we can do about the chaos, but what we can do is we can focus our own mind and our own heart in the direction of our vision for the world and then take steps to get there. So that's really the important thing. Just put one foot in front of the other. And you need, because this is a 15-6 month, it's really important that you just stay aligned with your light. Stay in your heart. Fear and doubt will abound this month. Do not allow that to take you over, but to maybe perhaps put the fear aside and act as if what you want to see in the world is already coming to you, and you will note that it will come to you much quicker um, than not. All right, so that is the astrology. I'm going to stop the share. And now we're going to do the tarot part of the taroscope. So I have right here next to me the good tarot. I like this tarot. We could use some good news as cancers, right? I'm a Cancer. My husband has Cancer rising. So this reading is always kind of personal to us. All right. Put my, I'm wearing a moonstone just for us Cancers. Okay. Okay. And I got some moonstone earrings too. All right. Let's see what's up for Cancer. Let me just give this a good shuffle. This year is flying by, isn't it? It's like the slowest, fastest year ever, or the fastest, slowest year ever. It kind of depends on where you're putting your attention. You put your attention in one place and things seems to be going like wow, wow. And you put your attention in another place and it's like, when is this going to be over? Know that it will be over at some point. But we will be changed and we will be different. And so no matter what the timing is of when is this over, the best use of our energy is to what do we want to create? Because all this chaos creates opportunities to create, and you might as well get what you want. All right, let's see here. We start with the High Priestess. So there is a mystery. There is, this can be revelation. This is also direct connection to spirit on the tree of life. Um, this sits on this path between the crown and the heart. So right there, it sits right there. Um, it is a potent feminine energy. It is the feminine energy that knows things, very psychic. So you will find that this is going to be a very psychic month for you. What is the challenge to that? Happiness. You're going to be getting a lot of information. Things are going to be revealed, and your challenge is to stay in joy. We have the laughing Buddha here. Your challenge is, despite everything that's coming down the pike, to stay in joy. Let's see what's at the root of this. The devil, choosing the light. This is the vibration of the month, choosing the light. No matter what situation, move to the light, move to love, move to unity, move away from separation. If things are separating you from your own heart, you need to turn around and go in the opposite direction. Let's see what's in the past. The judgment, the judgment has come. An awakened soul is born. You are fully awake. In the sky, the five of earth, this can be bankruptcy, this can be the outer world. The in the sky can be the outer world energy, and people are going to be freaking out because of finances. I think that June may be when a lot of these tariff or the shenanigans around the tariff actually come down and affect people in their everyday life. And so people are going to be real upset. And of course, June is like the time of the summer. This is when you want to have family over. This is when you want to have graduation parties, the weddings, there's this sense in June of like, oh, it's a new opportunity, a new world, but the world is not in good stead. So it's going to be a challenge, I think. In the immediate future, we have the love card. This is the lovers in this deck. And as I said, this is a 6 month. So far we've had the 15/6 of this month, and now we have the 6th of, which is June, the energy of June, right? Is the 6th month. But it's about choices. We have choices here. This is, sometimes the separation gives way to a portal that you can walk through, right? And so it is important that love guides your decisions this month, and it's important that you understand, perhaps you understand what makes you feel whole and what doesn't, and to choose the wholeness. Excuse me. All right, let's see. How it's seen from the outside, the 6 of Earth. This is a redistribution of resources. There's a redistribution of resources happening. Your domestic situation, always important for a Cancer. The Queen of Air. This is utilizing good judgment. So there may be some difficult choices that you're going to have to make, um, or challenging choices or decisions, just decisions. Where do I draw the line? Where do I cut the tie? That kind of thing. That's the Queen of Air. She's very wise. So use your wisdom, use your good judgment. Sentimentality, I know it's hard for Cancers because we're very sentimental generally, but sentimentality doesn't have a space in your domestic situation this month. You really have to look at things in a more logical, and probably more unemotional way of looking at things. I think having Mars in Virgo is going to be helpful. Um, with that, because that Mars in Virgo sits in your house of your mind. And so you're going to be able to let go of some things that maybe perhaps previously you hadn't been able to. In the hopes and fears, the Wheel of Fortune, a change of fortune, we're all hoping for better days. This is better days. This is a Jupiter card. So Jupiter's going into Cancer. Better days are here. Better days are on the way. Better days are actually already here. We just have to get out of the illusion that we need to suffer. And the outcome, the 10 of Fire, this is a lot of irons in the fire, but you see that she has all these pieces of paper that she's burning away. So to a certain extent, the 10 of Wands is often feeling burdened by your ideas. And so I feel like it's time to let go of those ideas that burden you, even if they seem like, well, shouldn't I be thinking that way? Shouldn't I be feeling that way? I say let go of any shoulda, coulda, wouldas, honestly, with this energy. But you're going to be letting go of beliefs and things by the end of this month. Let's see if we can get a major arcana. We have the 8 of Fire, which is the 8 of Wands, which is a lot of information coming in. The 5 of Fire, a lot of fire, upsetment. Um, a little bit of chaos, and the Four of Fire, which is a little bit, things sort of calm down, but still all fire, no major arcana. Let's see what's underneath it. The Eight of Air, feeling like you don't have a lot of latitude. This can be a prison of the mind. The Hierophant, which is that small, still voice within, listening to that small, still voice within. And then the Moon. Um, again, there is this energy of this month of really having to put your intentions on the light side of things, because it seems as though there's going to be a lot of reasons to be nervous, a lot of reasons to be fearful, but do not allow the fear to take over, because that's not you can't come from a place of power when you're in fear. Fear separates you from your heart. And when you're in your heart, you know they say I fear not because God is with me. Well, that God, that divine part of self, the higher self, is located in the heart. And so it's important that that's where you put your faith. Your faith in the world is in what you love. All right. So I'm also going to pick an oracle card this month. I hadn't yet decided what oracle I wanted to use. Um, let me go grab my oracle card. Okay, I looked through my oracles and I selected the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. For those of you who are fans of Jibs on Ona's channel, this is the deck that he selects from every Sunday when we have time out with giblets. So, all right, what animal wants to speak to Cancer? What animal spirit has something to say to the sign of Cancer? Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. Lady. All right. Chameleon Spirit. Oh, how Gemini. Perfect, right? Well, we're in Gemini seasons. All right, let's see what Chameleon Spirit says. Act as if. Didn't I just say that? I love when I'm right. I like when the animals agree with me. It says, and I'll hold it up because it's a beautiful card. These cards are just lovely, lovely cards. Let's see, can you see that? I love chameleons because they change all their colors, right? So many different beautiful colors. Chameleon Spirit shares her gift with you today to prepare you for the changes that will greatly benefit you. I told you things were going to get better. Outer conditions are changing, and you are required to come into harmony with them so that you can co-create your greatest dream. Feeling sensitive? Now that's a silly question for a Cancer, don't you think? Good. Because that will come in handy, enabling you to determine how best to adapt to your environment and the people in it, while at the same time maintaining your integrity and inner equilibrium. Even if you feel like you're in uncharted territory, Chameleon Spirit has complete faith in your ability to fit in and learn the lay of the land, adapting as necessary. This is a fortunate time to act as if and do as others do until new ways feel familiar and completely natural. Life is offering you a great lesson. Now, adapting isn't about losing yourself. It's learning how to dance with others. And there is a protection message, and I'll give that to you as well. It says being sensitive and having empathy for others can become a heavy burden if you don't practice self-care. I believe I also said that in the reading. Could it be you're feeling stressed because in you've tuned in challenging emotions that aren't even yours? Chameleon Spirit does not want you to adapt to the conditions by withdrawing or distracting yourself, hoping the feelings will just go away, or attempting to rescue another, maybe having a pity party. You can be swallowed up trying to manage it all. It is time to figure out where you end and the rest of the world begins. There you go, Cancer. All right. Hopefully that is helpful. We're going to need it. Until next month, take care of yourself, and thank you for joining me. Namaste.